mine to feast upon. I hope she would have a great appetite for it.
Dear, the children, it's Christmas.
It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, on which one drinks to health of such an odious, stingy, hard, and unfeeling woman as Miss Scrooge. You know she is, Robert. No one knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, it's Christmas Day.
I'll drink to her health for your sake and the day's, not for hers. A Merry Christmas indeed and a Happy New Year. She will be very merry and happy, I have no doubt.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a wheelchair without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered, Tiny Tim will die.
No, oh no, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered in the future, the child will die. If he'd be like to die, he had better do so or decrease the surplus population.
She said Christmas was a humbug, and she believed it.
Shame on her, Fred.
She is a comical old lady. That is the truth. And not so pleasant as she might be. However, her offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against her.
I am sure she is very rich. At least you always tell me so.
What of that, my dear? Her wealth is of no use of her. She don't do any good with it. It does not make her comfortable. She hasn't the satisfaction of thinking that she's ever going to benefit us with it.
I have no patience with her.
Oh, I have. I am very sorry for her. I couldn't be angry with her if I tried. Who suffers by her ill wounds? Herself, always. Here, she takes it into her head to dislike us, and she won't come to dine with us. What is the consequence? She doesn't lose much from a dinner.
Indeed, I think she loses a very good dinner.
I am very glad to hear it. I was only going to say that the consequences of her taking a dislike to us and not making a merry with us is that she loses some pleasant moments, which could do her no harm. I am sure she loses pleasanter companions than she can find in her own thoughts. I mean to give her the same chance each year, whether she likes it or not. I defy her. If she finds me going there in good temper, year after year, saying, "Aunt Scrooge, how are you?" It only puts me in the vein to leave this poor clerk £50. That's something, and I think I shook her yesterday.
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to be another person from which I was, I am prepared to bear your company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, lead on! The night is waning fast. It is precious time to me. Lead on!
I don't know much about it, but she's dead.
When did she die?
Last night, I believe.
Why? What's the matter with her? I thought she would never die.
Who knows?
What has she done with her money?
I haven't heard. Left it to her company, perhaps. She hasn't left it to me. That's all I know.
I mean, it is very likely for it to be a cheap funeral. For upon my life, I don't know of anybody to go to it. Supposing make up a party and just volunteer.
I don't mind going, if lunch is provided.
Well, I am the most disinterested, for I never wear black gloves and I never eat lunch. But I'll offer to go if anybody else will. Come to think of it, I'm not so sure that I was her most popular friend, for we would stop and speak whenever we met.
What are the odds? Every person's got a right to take care of themselves. She sure did.
Yeah. That's true indeed, and no one more so than her.
Who's the loss for these things? Hopefully not a dead person, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If she wanted to keep them after she was dead, the wicked old Scrooge, if she had been natural in her lifetime, she would have had somebody to look after her after she was struck with death instead of lying there, gasping out alone by herself.
Yeah.
No words were truer spoken. It's a judgment on her.
I wish it were a heavier judgment, and it should have been. You can depend on that. If I could have laid my hands on anything else. Open the bundle, Jan, and let me know the value of it. Speak out plain. I am not afraid to be the first nor for them to see it. We knew well that we were helping ourselves before we met here. It is no sin. Open the bundle, Jan.
What do you call these?
Well, those are bed curtains.
You took this down, rings and all, with her laying there?
Yes, I did. Why not?
You were born to make a fortune, and you certainly will.
Just don't get anything on the blankets.
Her blankets? Ew.
Whose do you think? She's not going to be needing them. She's dead.
Ew, I hope she didn't die of anything catching.
Don't you be afraid of that. I wasn't so fond of her company. This is one of her best blouses, and they would have wasted it if it wasn't for us.
What do you call wasting it?
They were going to bury her in it, and I saw it and I took it off.
She scared everyone away when she was alive, but now that she's dead, we're gonna profit from it.
Spirit, I see. The case of this unhappy woman might be my own. My life tends that way. Merciful heavens! What is this? Spirit, this is a fearful place. And leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Spirit, let me see some tenderness connected with death, or that dark chamber we just now left will be forever present to me.
Is the news good or bad?
It's bad.
Are we financially ruined?
No, there is hope left, Caroline.
If she relents, there is. Nothing is past hope if such a miracle has happened.
She's past relenting. She is dead.
Oh, what a relief. Oh, forgive me for saying that.
What the half-drunken woman, whom I told you of last night, said to me when I tried to see her and obtain a week's delay, and what I thought was a mere excuse to avoid me, turns out to be true. She was not only very ill, but dying then.
Well, to whom will a debt be transferred?
I don't know, but before that time, we shall be ready with the money, even though we were not. It would be bad fortune indeed to find so merciless a creditor in her successor. We may sleep tonight with light hearts, Caroline.
Mrs. Scrooge's nephew was very kind to me today. I met him in the street. It was only the second time that I had met him. Seeing that I looked a little down, he inquired what had happened to distress me. When I told him, he said, "I am heartily sorry, Mr. Cratchit, and for your good wife." How he ever knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, dear?
Why, that you were a good wife.
Everybody knows that.
Very well observed, my child. I hope that they do. Heartily sorry for your good wife, he said. If I can be of any service to you in any way, he said, giving me his card. This is where I live. Pray, come to me. It really seemed that he knew our Tiny Tim and felt for us.
I am sure he is a good soul.
You would be sure of it, my dear. If you saw and spoke to him, I would not be at all surprised if he got Patty a better position.
Did you hear that, Patty?
Then you're going to be moving out and getting your own place.
Get on with that. I'm not going to be going anywhere for a while.
There is plenty of time for that. But whenever we part from each other, I am sure that none of us will ever forget poor Tiny Tim.
Never, Father. We'll never forget Tiny Tim.
And I know, my dears, that when we recall how patient he was, although he was just a little child, we shall not quarrel among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
Spirit, something tells me that our parting moment is at hand. Tell me, what person was that whom we saw lying dead? My house is over there. Why do you point that way? Am I that person who lay upon the bed? No, Spirit, no! Spirit, I am not the woman I was. I will not be the woman I must have been. Why show me this if I am all past hope? Assure me that I might yet change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year in the past, present, and the future. I will not shut out the lessons that all three spirits have taught me. Oh, tell me if I might sponge away the writing on this stone. I'm here! I'm alive! The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will be. I don't know what to do. Laugh or cry. I'm as light as a feather. I'm happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolgirl. A Merry Christmas to everyone. A Happy New Year to the world. Why, I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I have been with the spirits. I don't know anything. Never mind, I don't care. Boy,
Yeah?
what's today? What's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day.
It is Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. Do you know the Croco store?
I sure hope I do.
An intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know whether they sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there?
What, the one as big as me?
What a delightful boy. What a pleasure to talk to him.
It's hanging there right now.
Is it? Go and buy it.
What?
No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it and tell them to bring it here that I may give the directions on where to take it. Come back with the man and I will give you $5. Come back with him in 5 minutes and I will give you $20.
What?
I'll give it to Bob Cratchit. He won't know who sent it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Miss Scrooge?
Yes, it's me. And I fear that I may have offended you the last time that we were together. I intend to give you a check for $50,000.
Are you serious?
Not a dollar less.
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just come to my office tomorrow.
Of course.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Bless you. Bless
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hello. What do you mean coming in so late?
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm behind my time.
You are. Yes, I think you are. Step this way, if you please. Now I'll tell you what, my friend. I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary.